like I keep explaining to dumbass, when you lay down or disabled, you got arthritis, right? It don't mean you can't do anything, right? It means you cannot work because the arthritis pain builds. So you have to lay down or rest for longer than an hour, say, right? Now, yes, everybody gets an hour for lunch, right? But if you gotta lay down longer than an hour because of the arthritis pain, you gotta rest, right? Say, like I told the girl at Burger King, I might just need to sit down like every 5 minutes for every 30 minutes of work, right? Right? Until I get off, right? That's all I told her. Now, of course, I didn't bring up the mental illness just to see if Tim would, right? That's what I mean, Mom. If Tim is my only reference for the last 2 years, he's the only one I can use I work for. But see, he don't realize the problem was the medication. And I told him that too, and he's just being a dick now, right? Or being an asshole, right? Because see, he's the only one that can call and verify I work for somebody, right? Anyway, I don't know. And all I know is I talked to the girl at Burger King and she didn't hire me, right? She said she would, but she didn't, right? Ain't even got a call from her, right? And like I told you, I don't know anything personal about the Burger King. I just know I ain't got a call from the restaurant telling me I got a job, right? And that's what I mean. When I was ready to work, she acted like she didn't want to hire me, right? And I don't even know if she called me back. But I don't see no 748 number on my phone. That's the one I went to, right? So she's supposed to call me from the restaurant anyway, or notify me by email that she wants me to come in, right? See, she's got my email, she's got my 4 different phone numbers, right? My home phone and my 3 cell phones, right? I can't do any more than that to show I want to work, right? But I'm also explaining to her that Tim had to do with my disability, my physical one too, right? He's not understanding what I can do here, right? And that's why I'm trying to talk to her about it, right? But there again, you can't talk to someone who the only guy you can refer that you work for is Tim Holbrook at the deli mart. Because if he's bad-mouthing me behind my back, and they won't hire me. That's what I mean, right? Now, me and Tim, okay, until the incident with my tip money, and I even told him what was wrong, right? I just made enough 4 hours and no tips. What happened to the tip money, right? I told him why, and he's affecting my cash flow, right? If I'm missing my tip money and I only made my hours, there's something wrong there, right? And that's what I'm trying to figure out, but he wouldn't let me figure it out, I know. So after that, I just quit, right? Right. See, Georgia is the right to hire or fire state, but it's also the right to quit state, especially if you're disabled and you've been hurting the whole time and just kind of trying to grin and bear it, right? Now, I was taught not to show anyone a sign of weakness. You know what that means, right? Right. While I'm working for Tim, I'm trying to act like it don't bother me. The arthritis thing. But Tim don't know what I'm doing when I'm off work. See, if I come home, right, from the movies or something, I don't know, and I have to lay down for, say, an hour, right, or I'm not really doing anything strenuous and have to lay down for an hour before I can go again, I don't know, I can't do that and eat lunch and make it back to work on time, right? Even when I was working for George, I had to ask George to let me go home a time or two, because just standing there doing nothing hurts the arthritis in my back. And that's what I'm trying to tell the VA too. It's not that I'm immobile or paralyzed, which is what they're making the x-rays and CTs look like, right? Which is why I'm questioning all that shit, right? See, I can't say, what's going on, but I know that's not normal. I know you'll be paralyzed from that, right? So either they're lying to me about how the injury actually is, or it's really been that way the whole time and they just never told me, right? That's fucked up either way, ain't it? I know. You know what I mean, right? You don't show someone that bad damage they have and them know what the hell you're talking about after that, right? No one would. No one would. And they would think you're the crazy doctors and you're the fucking quacks there too, right? Well, you know you can't walk in that injury, right? And I don't even pretend I can, right? I think I got broken bones down there, but not where they're showing me. That's impossible. Oh, no. It would be impossible because A, I was at the windshield when I slipped and fell. Mm-hmm. It's 50-50, 2.25 stories, depending on how I hit the building, which I'm assuming I hit the side of the building that knocked me out and I fell backwards onto the ground, which they said I fell on concrete. But if I remember correctly, this is on base with dirt, not concrete around the building, right? Now, I don't even think the male barracks on the side of the which is 5 stories, right? He doesn't have concrete, has concrete around it either. But they're acting like I fell on concrete, right, or something, right? One said I fell 4 stories, one said 3. Either way, I don't fucking know, right? I got amnesia, right? But I know it was at least from the height of the building 2.25 stories because I was this far from getting on the window ledge. And I used to tightrope. I used to walk tightrope when I was studying the jiu-jitsu. Now, it was only about mid-thigh high that I did the little rope because, you know, you don't want to slip and bust your ass too badly. You might do that occasionally, but not too badly, you know what I mean? Now, I'd also jump off the trailer into the air, practicing some jumping and landing techniques from a certain height, right? That could also have to do with pole vaulting and things like that. Mm-hmm. So you land on a soft mattress when you do pole vaulting, right? But what I was doing is, you know, I still got the book here, but I was practicing jumping from at least a 1.5 story trailer, right, which is about 12 feet. Now, I was also jumping in the air and landing right leg first because I'm right side dominant, right? And that's the point there too, right? Though I'm not really doing anything, like I said, right? But I don't know what's going on here, right? But anyway, that's just what I'm dealing with. Bye.